Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm not sure where you are in the world or what time it is, but I'm thrilled you've taken the time out to watch this recording. My name is Joanna Guire, and I'm a Practice Development Advisor here at Principa. The overall theme of this session is adding $200,000 in fees through membership in the Principa Alliance, and I'm going to go over 6 proven strategies to do it. But before I get started, I'd like to go through a few logistics. This session is expected to run for approximately 20 minutes and is meant to be viewed by Principa Alliance members and non-members alike. If at the end of this recording you have further questions or would like additional information, please contact your regional team at their appropriate email address listed here. The Asia Pacific team caters to firms and practitioners residing in Australia and New Zealand. Our North American team services those residing in the United States and Canada, and our UK team works with firms and practitioners located in Europe. These email addresses will also be shown at the end of this presentation, so let's get started. Strategy 1 consists of just 5 steps, and it all starts with a team-wide challenge. Yes, I'm absolutely serious, team-wide. One of the biggest mistakes firm owners and partners can make is not including their team in business advisory work. As an owner or partner, why would you want to take on all of that responsibility yourself? You wouldn't, right? So step 1. Make sure you and your team watch this recording, and as their mentor, you must continually encourage your team. Let them take responsibility and empower them to drive the processes. Step 2. You, together with your team, should identify 50 business clients to benefit from GamePlan's annual business performance review report. As always, when identifying these clients, you should take your client selection criteria into account and make sure they qualify as A clients, and maybe some B clients who could be made into A clients down the line. Obviously, you'll need to use your discretion here. After you've identified these clients, have your team members, or temp team members, input the client data into GamePlan during your pre-tax season. There is absolutely no reason why you should be spending your time doing this. Definitely involve your team here and have them do it for you. So before we move on to the remaining 3 steps of Strategy 1, I just want to take a few moments out to talk about GamePlan. GamePlan is such a robust and extremely powerful tool to use as a gateway to business development work with your clients. But first things first, we want you to understand how you can use this application to create consulting opportunities, which is why we've documented how you can introduce the annual business performance review services to your clients. The document you see here is called Using GamePlan to Create Consulting Opportunities. It's 17 pages, and it's as comprehensive as we could get in order to focus you in the right direction. So please do download and review this guide when you have a chance. You'll see that you simply follow the system. It starts with the most basic step, communicating with your team to ensure they know what's going on and the new direction you'll be heading in this tax season. It then takes you through a few other steps like how to familiarize yourself with GamePlan, how to do the data entry, how to prepare the ABPR reports, how to properly distribute them to clients. This guide even provides you discussion points to use with your clients when presenting the report. These 17 pages are all you should need to start implementing this process in your firm this tax season. Just remember though, the outcomes will all be based around the conversations you have with your client, not on the actual report you give them. GamePlan is meant to be a conversation starter and a helpful tool to use while selling, but keep in mind that no report will ever sell any services. It's the conversations you have around them that will. So be sure you're able to talk to your client about the information contained in this report because that conversation will determine the outcomes. So moving on to step 3. Step 3 is simple. You simply apply steps 1 and 2 as your tax season system and include the annual business performance review report in your client's tax package. You can provide this report to your clients by post, but only if you have no other option. We strongly urge you to bring it out when you meet face-to-face with your clients to review their tax information. Again, it's the conversation you have with your client that will sell the report and any value-added services. You want your client to know how much you care about the success of their business. They won't feel that by receiving an envelope. Here are some words of wisdom passed down from Rick Payne to myself, and I've learned that this statement is absolutely true. No one will care how much you know unless they know how much you care. So take the time to meet with your clients and nurture the relationship. We recommend you charge $495 or more for the report. As always, though, with pricing, you'll need to use your discretion. But please, please, please do not underestimate the value of this report, and absolutely do not assume that your client won't pay for it either. Just include it. If you have the right conversations around the report, your client will not ask for their money back. As a matter of fact, they probably won't ask about money at all. Keep the word value in the forefront of your mind. You must create the value that your client will perceive from this report. And keep in mind that people buy based on emotions, and recognition fulfills the deep human need to feel valued and appreciated. This perfectly leads me into step 4. Conduct a meeting with your client to review the information in the report. Oftentimes at Principa, you'll hear us refer to an initial consultation. This is the formal name that we use for this type of meeting. To be honest, though, you can call it whatever you want. You may even take your client out for a bite to eat and call it lunch. Whatever you call it or wherever you conduct it doesn't really matter, as long as it's quiet and professional, of course. What matters is the underlying purpose of the meeting. You are there to use the report to make some initial consultations on your client's business. During this meeting, you will have an opportunity to highlight some areas of concern in your client's business and bring up some suggestions you feel may help them going forward. You may have also found that there is some profit improvement potential that you'd like to make them aware of. So, you absolutely must prepare for this meeting. You cannot go into it blind. And to make this easier for you, Principa has designed an entire Delta IV Advisor System module around the initial consultation. And if you feel like your consulting skills are lacking or need to be developed, feel free to visit our Preparing to Consult modules that were developed to help prepare you for delivering these new services. If you're a Principa member, new or a long time, and don't know where to find these resources, or if you're a non-member wanting access to them, do not hesitate to contact your regional office by emailing any questions to support@principa.net or the appropriate email address listed on the first slide of this presentation. A team member will respond to you within 1 business day. Okay, I've supplied a lot of insights here, I know, and some of you may feel like this is a good place to aim for and a great place to stop at. Heck, if you do, you will have added $24,750 into your firm. A much better place to be at than not, right? So just do the math. $495 per report multiplied by 50 business clients. Yep, that equals to $24,750. But if you want more than that, all you need to do is move into step 5. Sell your BD services during your post-tax season and get a start on them. Obviously, by doing this, you'll be adding a whole lot more than $24,000. In fact, if you're successful at converting your clients, or even just a few, you would probably add more than $200,000 just by doing this. But let's keep going because there are a few other things that you can do to help achieve this figure. So moving into strategy 2, educate your clients. I bet most of you have been frustrated at one time or another by the lack of financial knowledge business owners have, namely your clients. I am convinced that at some point or another you felt like you've talked yourself around in circles with your clients about the financials of their own business. Well, why haven't you helped to fix the problem yet? That's a good question, isn't it? Why haven't you extended the opportunity of educating your business clients about financial management? Wouldn't it make your life and your communications with your clients so much smoother? As a Principa Advisors Alliance member, you have access to some amazing programs right at the click of your mouse. You can run any of them with your clients and charge for it. Right now, I'm going to point you to Practical Financial Management. This training program helps your clients better understand the basics of financial management and how the principle of what you can measure, you can manage, applies to their business. This is an extremely powerful client education and lead generation tool that can create new, higher-level work for your firm. Now let's do the math. If you ran this program just 2 times per year with 20 clients at each session and you charged $995 per person, you would add another $19,990. Now between strategies 1 and 2, we've proposed ways to add about $45,000 in fees. Now let me ask you this. Do you want another $45,000 in fees? I sure would, but we're not done yet, so now for strategy 3. Controllership services. As you know, controllership is a service that every one of your business clients would benefit from. Also grounded in the concept of what you can measure, you can manage, this service level offers your clients basic financial reporting, their own business monitoring, and access to you each month to check on and review the performance of their business. We believe that controllership is your base level business advisory service and can include bookkeeping review and compilation, a management control plan using financial key performance indicators and Principa's business dashboard system, and of course, monthly review meetings. And lucky for Principa Advisors Alliance members, you have access to a slew of resources developed to support you with just this. And again, let's do the math. Let's say you convert just 10 clients to Level 1 Management Control Plan and Controllership Services at just $495 per month for just 12 months. That equals to another $59,400. So at this point, we've basically doubled the figures generated by Strategies 1 and 2. So let's recap. In Strategy 1, we generated $24,750. In Strategy 2, we produced $19,990. And now with Strategy 3, we've added $59,400. That's a total so far of $104,140. And there is more. So Strategy 4, providing outsourced CFO services. Acting as a CFO is a logical extension of what accountants already do for their clients, and it fills an obvious need for every business owner. Plus, the regular review and contact you'll have with your client opens the door for identifying and delivering ad hoc value-added services for your selected business clients. Here in the U.S., we call this a no-brainer strategy. The most common outsourced CFO functions are controllership, risk management, business financial health monitoring, financial planning and control, strategic planning, succession planning, mergers and acquisitions, and implementing a management control plan. All of these things are functions you can most definitely provide to your clients, so why not offer them? Okay, the fun part, let's do the math for Strategy 4. Let's say you convert just 3 clients to your Level 2 outsourced CFO services at $2,495 per month for 12 months. That adds yet another $89,820 in fees. Let's recap again, just so you can see where we're at. Strategy 1, we generated $24,750. Strategy 2 produced $19,990. Strategy 3 added $59,400. And in Strategy 4, we almost doubled our figure by adding a whopping $89,820, bringing our total so far to $193,960. And lucky for you, there are still 2 more strategies to go through. Okay, Strategy 5. Phew, we're almost done, so hang in there with me. Strategy 5, strategic planning sessions. How fun is it to strategize ways to make a business better? Well, that's the overall theme of a strategic planning session. An organization without a plan is like a boat without a rudder. It will get somewhere, and it may even get to where it wants to go, but it's going to spend much of its time veering off course, and it will take an exceptional amount of time to achieve its goal. However, an organization with a strategic plan will provide its owners, managers, and team with a framework for decision-making and resource allocation that will lead to clarity of purpose and to the achievement of the organization's desired outcomes. The primary objective is to get an organization focused on the management of its business with a strategic plan, and therefore position itself to excel in the marketplace. And again, lucky for all of you Advisors Alliance members watching, you have access to a ton of resources focused on helping you help your clients develop strategic goals, analyze their current situation, formulate strategies, implement them, and then evaluate and monitor the strategy's implementation. Now, if you conducted just 5 planning sessions over a 12-month period and charged $3,000 per session, you'd add another $15,000. All right, we have finally done it. We have beat our $200,000 goal, but wait, we still have one more strategy to go through. Strategy 6, my final suggestion for the day. Offer a business development program. Principa has developed a turnkey 10-stage business development program that gives you a structured, step-by-step approach together with all of the processes, protocols, and resources you need to undertake a full business development program for your clients. With this option, you take on the role of business coach and will typically work with your client over a 1 to 2 year period. The program enables you to assist your clients in addressing the key areas of their business they must get right in order to succeed. When you follow the program outlined for you in the Principa members area, you'll focus your client on those business activities that really make a difference and that allow you to help them grow their business profits. Now for the fun part. Let's say you convert just 1 client to a 12-month business development program at $3,000 per month. This equates to another $36,000 for you and your firm. Now just imagine if you brought on 2 clients or 3 clients or more. Just remember, you are in control of how your firm can benefit from the many strategies I've talked about today. I know it's a lot to think about, so let's bring it all together. Strategy 1, produce an annual business performance review report for 50 of your clients and charge $495 per report. Strategy 2, run Principa's practical financial management program 2 times per year for 20 people at $995 per person. Strategy 3, convert 10 clients to Level 1 controllership services and charge $495 per month. Strategy 4, convert only 3 clients to Level 2 outsourced CFO services at $2,495 per month. Strategy 5, conduct 5 one-day strategic planning sessions at $3,000 each. And Strategy 6, convert just 1 client to a 12-month business development program at $3,000 per month. So what do all of these add to your firm? $244,960 in additional fees. Now I know this presentation is about adding $200,000, but we've obviously built in an approximate $45,000 safety net that allows you to adjust any of the strategies as you see fit, like reduce the number for each activity, or remove selected activities completely, or adjust the pricing from what we've suggested here. Either way, you should still be able to make an additional $200,000 in fees. So where to from here? If you didn't watch this presentation with your team, you must meet with them to explain your strategy, and you need to appoint someone to lead the activities. Then have your team identify the 50 clients who will benefit from a business review. Download and read the Principa resource using Game Plan to create consulting opportunities. Make sure you have the latest version of Game Plan installed on your and your team members' computers, and be sure you have installed all Microsoft Windows updates. Next, input client data into Game Plan if you haven't or aren't doing it already. Then produce the annual business performance review reports from Game Plan and distribute them to your selected clients. Meet with them to review the information and/or schedule a follow-up meeting. As always, keep in touch with your regional Principa team. And lastly, repeat this process annually. I want to thank you for taking the time to work on your firm, and I'd like to leave you with a few thoughts to keep in mind. It all starts with a conversation. The conversations you have with your clients will be what counts. Keep the concept of value in the forefront of your mind. What value are you creating for your client? Remember this, no one will care how much you know until they know how much you care. Always be thoughtful and proactive. Personalize each experience your client has with you and your team. Always be compassionate. Seek first to understand before being understood, and be thankful for the opportunities you can create to add value to your firm. To wrap this up, I want to thank you again for taking the time to work on your firm. If you have further questions or would like any additional information, please contact your regional team at their appropriate email address listed here. Again, my name is Joanne Aguirre, and I hope you're leaving with some implementable strategies, some motivation, and determination to succeed. A wise man once said, if you fall down, get up and try again. Failure is not falling down. It's refusing to get back up. Thank you.